welcome back to another episode of True Story with True Jessy. And in today's episode 4 will be about how I confessed my feelings to my high school crush and how I got rejected. Fun, we love rejection. And the way I confessed, pretty epic. I think how I confessed my feelings to my crush was pretty epic. So it all started in high school when we didn't know much about life and everything was innocent, and the hardest thing was trying to find a date to matric dance. Just this innocent fun times. And I had this crush on this boy. I've known him for very long. I still know him, and thank goodness we're still friends. Like, my embarrassing confession did not ruin our friendship. And I think now that looking back, I don't think I actually had feelings for him. I think I was just like, when you're familiar with someone, and I was feeling like sentimental and emotional and potentially horny. I just wanted to be loved. And I was like, he's the closest thing to like a relationship. And so I think I blurred the lines between friendship and relationship, and I confessed my feelings to him. But it all started in prep school. He went to the same prep school as me, and he was kind of like the hot shot. He was like the first boy to get abs, that kid, and all the girls would just swoon, and the only thing I would swoon for were good grades. I was the studious child. I focused on my studies, and I didn't have time for boys, so I didn't have feelings for him in prep school. And then high school came, and we still like spoke for some reason, and I'd like to think that we became closer in high school. And we've done a lot of things together. He went to my matric dance. He was my date. And we have a lot of mutual friends. And so that's the story of high school. Then ended up going to the same university. And then we got even closer. And I think it all just happened so quickly. Because people were, when you jump to conclusions. And the thing is, I don't like jumping to conclusions. But my friends kind of pushed me into jumping to such conclusions, right? I think he was just being nice to me, and I think we were just like really good friends, and we were just comfortable around each other. And I misread things because people were, whispering. They were like, "Oh my gosh, did he say this? He doesn't do that with this other person. Oh wow, you guys would be cute." Yeah, people kind of pushed me to think that he might have feelings for me, but he obviously didn't. We were just friends, and I just did not see that because I was being I was basically fed lies and I believed them. And so I became bold one night. I remember it was like a party at Smuts Hall, and I looked hot. Like, I was yummy. Like, I dressed up so cute, and obviously nothing ended up happening that night because I am still very much single and I've never been approached. Fun fact, I've never been approached by anyone. And so left the Smuts Hall party alone and upset because, when you feel hot, you want to feel like it's not just you who feels hot. You want other people to tell you or to approach you to make you feel hot. Like, obviously it's wrong to depend on other people to make yourself feel attractive, but I was just in a very like low place. I was just like down because like I think I had I had high expectations of what would happen that night. So this sounds so sad. I called him, right? I called my crush. And he answered, and we had a long ass conversation. Like, I was sitting outside watching the field before going back to my room, and we were just having a nice ass chat. Like, it was really nice. And I was like, wow, he's taking the time. It was like about like an hour and a half. Like, it was a long chat. And he was taking the time to talk to me. And I was like, basically just complaining about like being alone and single and how like boys or girls don't like me. And he said, no, he was just being sweet. And I like kind of played it cool. I was like, I actually have a crush on this guy, and I don't know how to tell him. It was him, obviously. And he didn't know that, so he was like, oh yeah, I think you should just be upfront, wah 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 wah. And I was like, oh, okay, but like, what if it's like awkward? Like, what if it's just like, if I do it up front, it's not like gonna be good? And he was like, okay, then don't do it. And I was like, oh my gosh, because I even said, I was like, he's kind of awkward, like he's not too like, it would be awkward. And he was like, yeah, then don't do it. And I was like, but tell me what you want so I can do it to you. And I was like, just screw it. I was like, it's okay. I'll just ask him and get it over and done with so I can move on. Because if you have feelings for someone and it's really bothering you, just tell them, move on. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. If it works out, win-win situation. You have nothing to lose. So just do it like I did. So I went to bed. And so I called him. I was like, as I was about to go to bed, I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. And he was like, oh, really? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to tell him. And he was like, okay. And I was like, okay, I'll tell you how it goes. And I say, bye. I kid you not, my heart was beating. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to tell him. This is going to be so embarrassing. Oh my gosh. And I was like, okay. I waited. I was like, okay. And then I called him. And I literally went, hi. And he was like, hello. I was like, I just laughed. And he was like, what? And I was like, it's you. My crush is you. And then it clicked. Because I told him I was going to call him, right? I told him I was going to call my crush to him. Little did he know, it was him. That's what I mean by my confession was epic. I made my crush give me advice, not knowing that it was advice about him, you see? And then I confessed to him, and he was just very confused. Would not recommend it. It was just very awkward and confusing, and I had to explain a lot to him. And then he kind of laughed it off because he's a sweetheart. And he goes, can I call you later? Because I'm with people and just to, talk this through. Because I think he took it quite seriously. I was in like doing it on a whim. I was like, yeah, sure. I didn't know he was going to call me in the middle of the night. I had training the next morning. Like, I was groggy when he called me. So I answered and I was like, hello? I was like, hello? And he was like, yeah, I don't think I'm ready for a relationship. And I was like, I nearly choked. I was like, oh, relationship? Who said anything about a relationship? I was like, I wasn't talking about a relationship. I just wanted to tell you my feelings, and I hope you would reciprocate them. But he didn't. It's okay. And so I think he thought I wanted to be in a relationship. That was not the case. I didn't want to be in a relationship. I just wanted to tell him my feelings. Didn't really expect much from it. So I was like, yeah, I totally understand. He was like, it's first year. I'm not really ready to be in a relationship. Like, you're really nice. Like, he was just really sweet about it. Obviously, I was upset because, when you confess your feelings, you hope for the best situation. But I understood what was going on. Then when I woke up to go to training, it hit me. I was like, oh my gosh, I told him, and he he rejected me, and it just hit me. I was like, wow, rejection hurts. Even when it's like, I didn't think it was gonna hurt that much because I didn't really understand my feelings towards him. I didn't think it was that serious, but being rejected hurts. Even if it's not that, it hurts. Rejection hurts. So that was fun. Honestly, I think it was a mixture of a really weird night and the fact that I knew that I wasn't gonna stay at UCT for long, that I wasn't gonna see him after I confessed, kind of thing. I didn't really expect anything to come out of it, so that's why I wanted to confess, because I was gonna leave anyways, and then a relationship wasn't possible, and I just wanted to get it out there so I didn't have any regrets. And I'm really glad I did it, because now I think we're in a better place, because things are really clear that we're just friends, and I'm now comfortable with expressing my feelings towards people if I find the one again. And I'm also really glad that I know now the difference between a really solid friendship and a potential relationship. Also, I'm not ever going to jump to conclusions, because jumping to conclusions got me rejected. So next time I confess my feelings to someone, or I want to be with someone, it has to be uber clear, super clear, I like you, I want to be with you, you are mine. That is what I need. Not ooh, flirting, ooh, you're cute, no, none of that. So that's my story. That's how I got rejected by my high school crush. It was very embarrassing, but very rewarding. And I hope you enjoyed. See you next time in a new episode of True Story with True Jessie. There are more to come, and I hope you have been enjoying this series. I didn't know what to really do with it. I just wanted to do something that was really chilled, just share stuff with you, some interesting stories, because I realized a lot of weird things have happened in my life that don't really sound like true stories, really, really weird things. but they're true because it's my life. My life is interesting. Yeah, it's gonna probably still be like this. It's all very unscripted, by the way. Like, I just literally just speak my mind and what I remember. And I hope you enjoy. See you next time. Stay you, stay true. Bye.